Trying to think. So I've done 4 planets now. Yeah. Oh, I think I haven't mentioned, I saw the Mario movie. Super Mario Bros., not Super Mario Galaxy. I really want to see it, but it's not happening yet. Maybe when I hang out with my friend, we'll go see it. I don't know. Probably not, but it could be a thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's not terrible. I mean, it could be better, I suppose. It could, you know, expand on character stories a bit more. I don't know. I don't quite know what to make of the canonicity of like everybody's backstories. Like the idea that Peach literally just showed up one day and was raised in the Mushroom Kingdom. I don't know. I don't hate that idea. It does open up a lot of mystery. And also Peach, like as a female character, was very good. Not like I don't know, there's so many risks of making a character either just a stereotype or trying to buck that trend, but making them so against the grain that they're like toxically so like you know, like, oh, I don't need your help, I'm completely independent, and then like gets themselves into trouble because of it. No, that did not happen. Princess Peach is just freaking independent and still thoughtful, empathetic, and just a great, you know, just a good person all around, and literally is never, I mean, I mean, she gets captured, but not because she's incompetent, because she's has to make the sacrifice play or whatever. And then for the 5 seconds that she is a damsel in distress, she's like already has a plan to get out of it. So, which, you know, is I honestly really do think that they did Bowser dirty. Bowser feels like kind of a scumbag. Like, I don't know. I mean, I think the way that you make Bowser a good character is, you know, he is the ruler of a kingdom. He can crush on Princess Peach, but like, I don't know, just his entire personality is trying to impress Peach, and I don't know, it could be a thing where he's just a dude bro and he wants to get the girl, but he also has to balance being a leader, and I don't know, it could be an interesting way to balance things, to balance a character of like, oh, he does have to be a ruler that unites his people and, you know, gets his, country, or like, you know, is warring for a reason, or something. Like, we need resources. Koopa Land is, like, usually depicted as, like, dead and dying. So, like, there's better room there for something. But, I don't know. And I'm super excited for, to see the Galaxy movie because of Fox, and like Star Fox has been a thing that I've been has been the latest short-term obsession. We're allegedly getting a new Star Fox game in June out of nowhere. Getting like at this point it's got to be shadow dropped. I could see maybe, I don't know when Nintendo Directs are. I probably more realistic that it's like, oh, they're going to put Star Fox Command and Assault on the NSO classics. And there's also going to be an announcement for a new game. So, yeah, if you want, you know, you can go and experience this game. I imagine if they had to do Command, if they had to do Adventures or Assaults, not Command. I imagine they would do Assaults. Well, yeah, I imagine they would do Assaults since Rare did Adventures, and I don't know where. I mean, I'm sure that Rare would probably prefer the game get re-released than not, rather than just not. But yeah, would certainly be interesting. And I actually have Star Fox Assault, and I would love to do a Let's Play on it, but also I probably just wait for the NSO port, because I don't know, I imagine that's gonna happen. But I guess they could also do like a remaster. A remaster might be a good thing to do. Honestly, my personal hope for Star Fox is that, for a new Star Fox game, I guess is Warframe. Not necessarily Warframe, but like procedurally generated levels, having ground and space combat, or space and ground combat, with a focus on space combat, of course. Having on-rail sections, with all range mode, having ground sections, although I would love it if they turned it into more of a, I don't know, they could do some different things. It would be, I don't know, it'd be really funny. I don't have a preference for first person or third person, but literally, like, the only complaint I think I've ever heard, like, really, like, legit, I cannot play this game, is that Chugga Conroy, like, literally just gets motion sick in any first-person game, which, like, I don't know, I mean, it seems like it is a thing. It's not really funny, but it's like, wow, I've literally never heard that before at all. Kinda interesting. Also, yeah, I don't know, it'd be nice to... It doesn't matter if it's first or third person. If we're gonna go off of, it would just be sad to be like... to see him play a Star Fox, like, new Star Fox game and be like, oh, it's first person. I'm not playing this. But yeah. Procedurally generated levels, there can be... I want there to be a story mode, a multiplayer mode, and a career mode, which is like... which would be like procedurally generated levels endlessly, and you can recruit, and maybe even like level up, you know, your crew. And there can be little lore bits that happen, and it can be a little bit of a little bit of fan fiction mode or whatever, maybe. I don't know. It would actually be extremely funny if they did that, now that I'm thinking about it. But, whereas, like, oh, like, two pilots can get a bond, and then they have, like, high bond scenes or whatever. And a career mode, it would be endless, it would, there would be fail conditions, obviously. But you can, like, hire, you know, Crystal, you can hire Faye, you can... You know, start with Star Fox team, you can start with Star Wolf team, you can start with a combination, or like a custom setup of characters. And then story mode is, I mean, like, maybe not necessarily procedurally generated. At the very least, obviously, like, it has to have boss fights, it's gotta have a story, and it's gotta, like, that is the story. You know, I don't know, I would love if it's like, okay, we're gonna do this game, 2 years, we're gonna make a sequel, and it's gonna be the same game, it's gonna have a new story, it's gonna have more assets tied to it, new enemies, new characters, new ships, or something. And not necessarily Warframe in terms of being an MMO. Not even, you know, an RPG, just, like, in terms of, action, procedurally generated levels, that's where my mind's at. I'd like to see that. Anyway, until next time, have a good day, great day even, Chowskis.